It's good to see you guys again. It's Richard here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at an RTA, yet another product from Youde Technologies. Well, coincidentally, Vapempire Malaysia passed me one of their Goblin Minis to be reviewed just a couple of days before Youde Technologies at least sent me theirs. They did send me two items, which is the Goblin Mini and also the Goliath V2. I'm going to do the Goliath V2 another day, but today we're going to be taking a look at the Goblin Mini instead. They have constantly been pumping out new and innovative designs, and they started with the Goblin Mini, they went on to IMP, what they call RDA, and then the Goliath, and then after that the Zephyrus, and coming back one circle right now, they have created the Goblin Mini. They've always been creating very new and innovative, unique designs of their own, very original, and so much so they've created a fan base of their own. And I do know vapors who actually collect each and every one of their releases. Well, that said, Vapempire Malaysia passed me this for review, so that's what we'll be taking a look at, the Goblin Mini by Youde Technologies from Vapempire Malaysia. Not bad. It can chuck and it gives you very, very good flavors, amazing flavors. Okay, to start with, this thing measures 28 millimeters in height. So that makes it the smallest rebuildable atomizer to date. Okay, holds 3 ml of e-liquid in a Pyrex tank right here. Airflow from the base via this crescent shaped cutout that they've got at the bottom. Okay, and it's also adjustable with a pendulum style kind of airflow control, which we'll get to see afterwards in the close-ups. Also comes with a single coil adapter if you decide to do a single coil build, so it doesn't have to be dual coil all the time. See, they've thought out everything for you. If you're a single coil builder, you like your single coils, well, they've got the adapter in there. Be warned though, one thing, your wicking is very, very, very crucial, because I screwed up once and I had to re-wick it because it will leak like a bitch. It will leak like a tap. Maybe it sounds better. All right, if you don't get your wicking right, your cotton don't go into the channels. Okay, what happens is juice is going to go into your chamber, and because your airflow is right at the bottom, at the base there, I'm going to show you afterwards, it will go straight down and into your mod, and your mod is going to be full of juice. All right, which happened to me. So wicking this thing is utmost important if you don't want to be headed for disaster. So I'm going to take one more vape and I will go into the close-ups. Let's dive in, get a good look at the Goblin Mini, come back, we're going to vape on it again, I'm going to talk about it, tell you what I think of it. Alright, catch you in a bit. Up close with the Goblin Mini from Youde Technologies, the usual package that it comes in the box in black, and you have your scratch and check authenticity sticker here with a QR code in the middle. It says Youde. This takes you to their website to check for the authenticity of the device. Barcode, markings, that's about it. And once you open it up, you have a little sticker in here. Sorry, not a sticker, a card. Composition of all the different parts that makes up the device, and at the back you have all the features written down about the Goblin Mini, unification of design, Zhuhai Youde Technology Company, and also the website once again. Okay, and here you have the device itself, some spares. You have a spare glass, Pyrex glass drip tip, just in case you accidentally break the drip tip. You've got a spare here. Also a spare Pyrex tank to go with it as well, and some spares in there. This is the Pyrex tank. This is heat resistant Pyrex glass. Let's put that aside and check out some of the spares that we have. You have some O-rings, you have screws, and also this little piece here, which I should take it out for you to have a look actually, so that you can have a better look at it. You have the drip tip adapter. This is a drip tip adapter, just to let you see, so that if you want to change to your own personal 510 drip tip, you can actually use this. This is an adapter for your drip tip. Other than that, I would like to very much take out this piece for you to have a look, because this little piece here is the adapter for you. Oops, be very careful, the parts are really tiny. This little piece here is for you to substitute if you want to use a single coil build. This is the adapter. Okay, if you want to do a single coil build, you got to use this. Bring out the device right now, which is the Goblin Mini, and carefully put the box aside. Beautiful glass all the way from the top to the bottom. And just to let you know, the dimensions 22 millimeter in diameter, and you have 28.6 millimeters in height without the drip tip, which makes it the shortest rebuildable tank in the world. Okay, bottom fed air holes. You've got 2 air holes here, but what's interesting is they have this little cutouts here, so that even if you have it flush, you still have that little gap for air to go in through the sides and into the air holes. All right, there's 2 air holes, which is rounded like in a U shape, very big air holes. And going back to old school, you have what you call bottom fill. This is where your juice hole is. All right, using a screwdriver, very much, you know, reminds me of the K-Fun days where you have to fill it from the bottom. So that's your drip tip Pyrex glass for the Goblin Mini, and this is how it looks like. This only will fit the Goblin Mini, and you can't use your own 510 drip tip. But if you wish to use your own 510 drip tip, all you got to do is just go into the spares bag and get the adapter, which is this piece here. You see the O-ring there? That O-ring is going to hold up against this and keep it snug. All you got to do is just push it in like that, twist it a little bit so it sits nice and flush. Get your own drip tip, your own 510 drip tip here, like this shorty that I have, and there you go. That's your own 510 drip tip that you can fit in if you want to use your own. You have your pendulum styled air hole here. You see? So this looks like a clock's pendulum straight down here. So to open, and you can adjust your air hole to close. This is the smallest. Let's take it apart. Drip tip. And all you got to do is just turn it anti-clockwise. And the top section comes off. Right. So you want to replace it with your adapter, you can do so. This is the one. And you have your heat resistant Pyrex glass here. And you have the chimney, very short shaft. And your deck. Let's take a look at the chimney. Some engravings with Youde, and then you have Goblin engraved here as well. Comes in 2 parts. Okay, put that aside. Let's take a look at the deck. On the side, it's like that. So when you have it on your mod, let's say, it doesn't matter if it's flat for bottom air feed, because then you get this gap here for air to go in and up and out here, where you have 2 huge cyclops style airflow at the bottom. So I'm going to take this out. Let's take a look further and even nearer. You've got these air holes, one on each side, right underneath my coils, and you've got those Phillip head screws on top. So it's 3 posts with 4 holes, easy for you to actually just do your build. And you've got 4 juice channels here. So this is 4 millimeters, the juice channels. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you've got 4 juice channels here. So how you want to wick is your wick should go from your coil down and just touching the base here, because if you don't bring it down and tuck it in here and touch the base, juice is going to get up into the air hole and straight down out from your air hole here. So you got to be very careful with your wicking, right? So let's do a wick here, and let me show you how to wick it. I'm just going to run it through my coils. That's one. Alright. And let's put the other one over to the other side. The deck is kind of small, so you got to be very careful. It's a bit. So you got to, when you're working on it, make sure your coil don't touch the wall of this cap, otherwise you'll cause a short. Alright, so you've got your cotton there, and you want your cotton to go sit in there. So roughly, I'm just going to cut this off here. Alright. Just check and see. Yep. Maybe pull it a little bit longer. Okay. And I'm going to cut this side as well. And we can cut it again if we have to readjust. So then what you want to do is just tuck your cotton into this channel. Put some juice on it so it's easier to work with. Just wet it. Alright, so once you've got juice in it, all you got to do is just tuck the cotton into the channel. Like so. Okay. Tuck this inside. Alright, so once you've got it tucked in, you want to just take your cap, put it back in again, all the way. Okay, so that's how it is. This is where your juice gets fed into the wick, alright? So when you have your tank back, juice goes in from here, in, gets wicked, and out here. So if, let's say, if you don't wick it properly like this, juice is going to just go straight in out to the chamber here inside and come up from this air hole straight into your mod. So that's, you got to be very careful with that. So once this is done, cool. Now you want to just put the cap in, sorry, this one in first, your chimney. Alright, screw the chimney back on again. Okay, once the chimney is back on, you put this in, which is the Pyrex glass, and then you have this. There's also an O-ring here. Make sure your O-ring, don't lose your O-ring. Okay. So put your O-ring back on again, and screw it back on. Alright, so once that is done, beautiful, you're all set. The drip tip, back on again. You see, those holes in there, those are the juice holes. Okay, get your juice bottle, just pump it in. Oh, it's better to turn off the airflow. Pump in your juice. Alright, once that's done, you want to just put in the screw back. The parts are a little bit tiny, so you got to be very careful, very gentle. Alright, so there you go. Now you just open up the airflow again. Open up full. That's it. That's the Goblin Mini. We'll get back topside, we'll vape on it and talk about it some more. I love it. It's a very, very classy and sexy looking tank. I mean, the glass tank of it makes it look, you know, Really, really classy. Put it in any mod, whether it be a mechanical mod or a box mod, and it looks the tits. Again, I'm borrowing another phrase from someone else. So it looks awesome. Okay. It's sure got the looks, if you ask me, and the performance to go with it. Okay, it performs really well. You will get really good flavor because it's such a small tank, and the way the airflow is designed and all that. Even with such large big airflow, you will get good flavor. Looks like Youde is just getting better at the game. The drip tip, the glass drip tip, if you don't like it, I know some people don't like to see the condensation on the drip tip on the glass inside. So I thought I couldn't change the drip tip, but when I open up the box and look again, it's in your spares bag, as I showed you early on in the close-ups. You know, you have that adapter to change to any one of your drip tips, and it does feel a little hot sometimes if you're vaping it on high voltages. So if you feel that it's burning your lips, you want to change it to your own Delrin drip tip or anything like that, you can do so because it's got the adapter. Secondly, I thought to myself, couldn't they have put the airflow somewhere else, because after mine leaked and I had to re-wick it again, like to the sides and all that, instead of having it right at the bottom, because like I said, it's very crucial. If you don't wick it well, it'll go straight into your mod and into that 510 pin of yours. So anyway, but again, I'm in no position to comment on this. I'm not a designer or an engineer to work on this. So perhaps if they were to have it on the sides and change the positioning of the airflow, it might alter the whole airflow thingy differently altogether. So again, you have to just get your cotton wick right, and it should be no problem. I have no problem with this the second time I wicked it around. So where to get it and how much? I got this from Vapempire Malaysia, as you'll know. Okay, they are situated all over the place in Malaysia, but I usually get my stuff from this Vapempire outlet in Setia Walk in Puchong. Okay, so, but the thing I gotta warn you guys, Malaysian friends out there, they used to be on the second floor of the building, I mean one of the blocks there. They've moved over to another block next to a, I think it's a pub or something like that called TBC, the beer company, if that's what it's called. They're just situated next to it, okay? They're really swanky now because they've got a restaurant and a vape bar just next to it, all in one. Okay, so you can actually be dining, having a drink, having coffee, having your food, and at the same time vaping with your friends, which is really absolutely nice. Okay, that's what you want. You can vape and chat with your friends at the same time, dine out. Pretty cool. All right, so that's where I got it. I'm going to take another vape. So that's where the Vapempire Malaysia outlet for the Puchong branch is. Retails for 120 ringgit, which is about 30 US dollars. All right, I think it's around there, if my conversion is not wrong. So retails for 120 ringgit. In the US, I think it's available in Origin Vape. They have them for $26.99 US dollars with a coupon code as well. Otherwise, it's about $35. I think it's there. But you can always Google it up, guys, and check it out. I'm sure a lot of vape shops carry this. So that's it for me. The Goblin Mini, like I said, I have one more. I'm not giving it out today, but on one of my vape chats, I'm going to give it out. Promise. All right, so one more vape and we'll call it a wrap. So until I talk to you again, vape safe, stay healthy, have a good day. God bless. Bye for now.